Salutations from the stars! 'Tis I, the eccentric Professor Copperstein, and welcome to another episode of Adrenaline Weekend. Ooh. And now it's October, so hopefully we get some scarier videos, because I really want some good stuff right now. So anyway, let's begin our episode. Okay, so this is our first video of the day. True horror story about a tent in the forest. Lovely, let's begin. This is... Oh, wow.
I grew up in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Have any of you ever heard of Zippo lighters? They're from here. A thick forest surrounds the town, along with most of the neighborhoods. My family lived sort of on the outskirts of Bradford. Of course, much like the town itself, our house was also surrounded by forest. If you took in the scene from our back porch, you would see nothing but sprawling trees for miles. I tell you this so you can gain a sense of isolation. Out at my house, you could scream at the top of your lungs, and no one would come to help you. This happened back in the summer of 1996. I was 11 years old at the time. I had a childhood friend named Marty, who was the same age. Our fathers worked together and knew each other well. He would come over almost every Friday to hang out. Marty and I found ourselves hiking through the trees, as we often did. However, we were feeling a bit daring, and went further into the forest than we usually did. There was this barrier of trees that we would never go past, simply because I didn't know the area beyond that point. We continued past the barrier, into uncharted territory. We eventually came upon a clearing. In the middle of this clearing was an old, disheveled-looking tent. Being the curious young men we were, we of course had to see inside. As we approached, I could feel the temperature around me drop. I'm no stranger to the cold, but this was in the middle of summer. Even at my age, I could sense that there was something truly sinister inside this tent. A part of me was screaming to hightail it out of there, but my own curiosity pushed me forward. We both stopped just outside the tent, and suddenly, we were both too frightened to move any further. We were both frozen in place, staring at the open flap of the tent as it swayed from side to side. The sky seemed to grow even darker since we discovered this tent, and though we were standing directly in front of it, we could not see inside. What happened next is the reason that I still struggle with alcoholism. A dark hand slowly emerged from the tent's opening. It reached out to us, with long black nails protruding out from its fingertips. I'm not ashamed to admit that I pissed myself out of fear. The hand slowly turned and made a beckoning gesture with its index finger. And that's when Marty and I heard a deep, bellowing laughter from inside the tent. I don't remember much about what happened after that. I just remember me and Marty running for our lives, tearing through the woods and back to my house. I do have a vague memory of me briefly looking behind me as I ran, to see a tall, dark, and human figure standing just outside the tent. Upon returning, Marty immediately called his mom to come pick him up. My mother asked us what was wrong, and we both explained to her that we saw some kind of creature in the forest. My mother ultimately dismissed our claims, but led us in a prayer while we waited for Marty's mom to arrive. Marty never came back after that, and we sort of drifted apart. Sadly, Marty began hanging out with the wrong crowd and began doing hardcore drugs when he was around 14. He ended up hanging himself in his bedroom when he was 17. As for myself, I suffered from severe night terrors that tormented me for years after that day in the woods. I'm not going to get into what I experienced in my nightmares, but I will say that I became an alcoholic as a result. After moving far away and attending numerous AA meetings, I'm glad to say that I've turned my life around, and I even have a family of my own. I still visit Bradford every now and again to check in on my aging parents. Whenever I'm there, I always set flowers on Marty's grave. I'm still convinced that what we saw that day in the woods contributed to his death. Now that I have some perspective, I think what Marty and I encountered was a demonic presence. It followed us home and proceeded to turn both of our lives upside down. There were rumors of people worshipping Satan out there in those woods around the mid to late 90s.
Jeez.
Perhaps they awakened something, and Marty and I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
So much for prayers. That shouldn't work even in the fictional universe. Anyway, this was a pretty nice story. Yeah. Anyway, let's go on to our next video. Okay, our next video is by a channel called Meat Canyon. We've seen one of their videos before, and this one's a parody on Pinocchio, a classic tale. Let's go ahead and watch it.
There we go. All finished.
Oh dear.
You will one day, my little wooden boy. One day.
I cannot wait any longer, Papa. I must become flesh and bone.
Dear God, Pinocchio! One day. There we go.
I couldn't hear it. Hold on.
All finished.
Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
You will one day, my little wooden boy. One day.
I cannot wait any longer, Papa. I must become flesh and bone.
Dear God,
hello.
Pinocchio, what are you doing?
I must consume your soul to become a real boy.
Dear God, where's that fairy? Fairy, take away this puppet boy's life. He's evil. He's nothing but pure evil. Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy on my soul. Please save me. Good Lord,
dear.
where's a box of matches when I need it? Set this demon ablaze, please, God.
Okay, that was kind of stupid. I'm sorry, but it just that one was just way too overly comedic for me. Well, anyway, let's just go on to our next video. We have 22 minutes left. Let's go. Okay, our next video is called Winnie the Pooh and the Great Honey Tree. I'm sure it will be delightful.
Deep in the 100-acre wood, Christopher Robin and his friends have had many wonderful adventures. And I believe we may have just enough time to tell you one of my favourite tales.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh and the Great Honey Tree.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what to think about that. We just saw a thick Winnie the Pooh. Well, I'm already insane, so let's go on.
On this brisk autumn morning, Piglet was on his way to see his good friend Winnie the Pooh, so that they may look for more honey in the forest.
I cannot wait to search for honey in the forest with my good friend. Oh my God!
Oh, bother. Piglet, I seem to have eaten all of my delicious honey.
Oh my God, Pooh! This is too much! Look at you! You're going to pop!
That's what we told him, but he insisted that we get eaten.
Dear God, Tigger! Is that you in there?
It sure is, Piglet, along with all our friends.
You all wanted to be in there? In Pooh Bear's big old tummy?
We love being in here, Piglet. Together. Together in Pooh.
Join us, Piglet. Be one with us.
I don't know, this is all so new to me.
Inside me, you are safe, Piglet. You are family.
Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
I'm afraid,
Join us.
Pooh. I've never done something like this before.
Stuff me like a pot of honey, Piglet. Make me feel good.
Make us all feel good.
Oh, Pooh, is it okay to be horny when being eaten? Says Piglet.
Christopher, dinner's ready.
Jesus fucking Christ, Mom! Shut the fuck up! I'm coming!
Okay, sweetheart.
Fucking whore, bitch! The fucking...
And so, Christopher Robin uploaded the most liked Vor fan fiction on furaffinity.net, thus giving him social rankings amongst the furries that could only be comparable to a king. The end.
Okay. Okay then, so, okay, we just got our childhoods ruined. Well, that was disturbing. But you know what? This time, this was good. This was good enough quality for my video series. I'm glad we saw it, but damn. Yeah, yeah, I think I was thinking that the way these stuff's in there is supposed to be like social commentary about cults. It's supposed to be like, in a way, talking about how they use peer pressure to get people to join them, and they always promise they'll be safe, they'll be together, even though you'll be doing something obviously dangerous. Yeah, that's basically what was happening, and might even be a bit of a commentary based on a certain person whose cult-like behavior is causing people to neglect themselves and not wear masks or social distance. Yes, yep. Anyway, let's go on to our next video. Okay, our next video is called a Scary Halloween video. However, I think this one might be a troll. But nonetheless, we're going to check it out. Watch the lady on the bike very closely. Oh. I knew that was gonna happen, but it still got me. Oh well, well played. I knew that something was gonna pop out. Because you know, this was basically the same thing as the other one with the zombie and the car. It was basically that. Ah, I'm itchy. Anyway, let's go look for another pop-up. Okay, this one is another one by Meat Canyon. Yeah, I'm starting to like this channel, really. This is called Rest in Peace, Wabbit Season. Let's begin. Wonder Brothers Entertainment Award.
Through the hands of greed, he was taken from us.
Warner Brothers brought down the force of God on our poor little rabbit. He was just a little rabbit.
Though the day of reckoning has been brought upon us, I feel our little bunny has been taken someplace new. Someplace where he can finally see perfection.
I want the blood of those who have taken so much from us. Frustration and pain is all I feel.
When will this tyranny end?
He was one of us, but now he is just a memory.
How do we move on from this pain? This excruciating hole that has been made in our lives?
Do I look like a real boy, Papa? He never got to try my Big Mac. Though he is gone, he will live on with our memories. The way he made us laugh.
It kind of sounds like
the way he
Markiplier.
brought us together. He is the first to fall, and at any moment, one of us can be next. So live for today, and just be thankful that so many people wanted to watch him, laugh with him, and come together because of him. But the biggest reason, the one that gives all of this purpose, is that since he was legally claimed by Warner Brothers Entertainment, it is officially canon that Bugs was a struggling rapist all along.
I am still struggling to realize why they would want to legally fight for that.
I mean, legally, they did that to themselves.
I bet those stupid bastards didn't even watch the video.
To be fair, they've only been around for 97 years. They're probably still developing good business practices.
Goodbye, my sweet, long-eared friend.
Yes. Okay, so... Yes. Copyright laws, am I right? I never got to see that video, though, that he was talking about. I don't know if it's still up, but... I'll keep my, I'll keep on the lookout. Anyway, we have 13 minutes left, so let's go on to our next video. Okay, so yeah, I've confirmed that the video is no longer available. However, I've decided, well, if there is that more video, well, the next one then. So let's continue on with this one, the Great Reptar Adventure. So I already can see help. Divorce, divorces. Or actually, it's divorces. Via divorces. Well, anyway, let's keep going.
Have you seen Reptar, Chucky? No. I thought you had him.
You're drunk at 11 a.m., Stu? Really?
Hey, don't you fucking talk to me like that! Not in front of my child!
You were supposed to take him
You're cursing in front of infants, you doof!
to the doctor's office this morning. You were too drunk and high.
Would you get off my fucking back, Dee Dee? We all have our problems, okay? How about we talk about you and Chaz? I've seen what you two have been doing, and you have the audacity to come home and sleep in my
I think I saw Reptar by the front door. Well, what are we waiting for?
Oh,
Let's
you,
go!
dude. You know, sometimes you make me want to...
Stay back, Stu. You always get so violent when you're drunk.
Dee Dee, I'm gonna bash your fucking brains in. And then
Here's
we
The
can see how much
Shining.
of Chaz's dick you can suck.
You stay back.
A gun? Like you even know how to use that!
Chaz has been teaching me. Don't come a step closer, Stu. I mean it. I'm taking the kids, and we're leaving.
Dee Dee, if you even think about taking my child away from me, I will fucking end you.
Stu, stay back.
Here he is. I finally found Reptar, Chucky. Tommy, look. My daddy's here.
Didi, I came as soon as I could.
I did it, Chaz. I finally shot that son of a bitch.
The last thing I get to see is the limp dick fucking retard that's plowing my horrible wife.
You know, Stu, I never liked you.
Big fucking surprise, asshole.
Oh, Stu. Tommy's not your kid. He's mine. Oh, fuck. It's the cops. Let's get out of here, Didi.
What about our boys?
Fuck those stupid kids. We have to get down to Mexico. This is what we've been preparing for.
Hey, don't move!
Fuck you. Didi, shoot that son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
1125, code 6.
Yeah, I got 3 dead bodies down at 324 Cherokee Street. We also have 2 live infants at the scene as well. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, then. Thank you. All right, come on. Yep. You're going to foster care since, you know, I had to blow away your mommy and daddy. They were bad people. You're going to find yourself a new family.
Tommy! Where are we going? Don't worry, Chucky. This is the beginning to an amazing adventure.
Well, at least it didn't get hurt. You know, for infants, they handle that quite well. But it's animated. Shit. Well, we got 8 minutes in, so let's look for another video. Okay, now our next video is called a most scary jump scare video. Okay, so wow. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I got that indecisive burp. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay, well, okay, it's, I think it's gone. Yeah, it's basically that type of belch that is stuck in the esophagus, and basically you're not sure if it's gonna come out or go back in. I call it the indecisive burp. Yeah, well, let's begin. It says most under 15 can't watch. That's a laughable statement. Let's go. 6 minutes and 26 seconds. I love the number 26, but not as much as I love the number 69. Oh dear, live leak. Well, this better not be gory, because I want to show this on YouTube. But it is on YouTube, so it should be fine. Oh dear. For several weeks now, I've woken up to the sound of a rodent crawling through my apartment. Crawling to my apartment walls and into my bedroom closet, where it has proceeded to tear apart my things. After friends and family warned about the pestilence and disease carried by rats, I finally went out and brought a rat trap to take care of the problem. There we go, it's finally out. When the trap was mysteriously sprung with no catch, I've decided to go Big Brother on the rat's ass and install the video camera in the closet room to catch the action. Here's what it recorded. I probably didn't need to pause. Oh, I've seen this video before, it's fake. Oh, look at this tube. And first of all, that's a squirrel. Look at the tail, that's a squirrel. Wait, they're both squirrels. Wait a minute, hold up. Okay, so, I may have made a little bit of an error. I was actually thinking about another video. A different one. Yeah, the video I was talking about was this other one where it was like a mouse got trapped, and as soon as it died in that mouse trap, the soul came out and it died. But of course, it was obviously one of those layer ghosts. If you've seen my YouTube series, if you've seen my series Paranope, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say layer ghosts. And this is a different video actually. So yeah. First of all, this was actually pretty awesome because the trap snapped as intended, but it missed. And now the squirrel was just there, traumatized, like, oh god. And right after that, it just jumped right at the camera. This is just animal behavior. Now, before we continue, I have to mute that. I love that song, but I can't have it playing because I don't want a copyright strike to happen. We've seen it happen to me, Kenyon. We don't want it to happen to me again. 3. Oh, I've seen this one. That's a big snake. That's what she said. Oh dear. A baby. It's a little baby. Oh dear, it's a possessed baby. It's the terrible twos. It's the terrible twos. Green Baby Productions 5. Michael Jackson's alleged ghost seen on Larry King Live has been seen by millions. Our audio engineers managed to extract an additional layer of sound from this clip, which I'm pretty sure is fake. Actual audio from the original clip. I've seen this one.
Suite with Miko Brando, our tour guide here, and you're looking at the doors, and you can see the locks on the doors. Miko, privacy was key in this room, obviously.
Yeah, he liked his privacy. When the doors were open, it was okay, but when he liked it, his privacy, he had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms.
You see, like right around here. Now, obviously, this can be done simply by gathering a video of him live doing that moonwalk he does, and then just clipping out that just him, and then just playing it over a layer, and then lower the opacity to make him look like a ghost. You see, so yeah, that's pretty much how it can be done. Now I know this was like, oh, there it is again. I know that this happened in like 2008. So, of course, the technology wasn't as good as it is now. But, yeah, it can still be done. I mean, it's not like 1950 something. Oh, and then that is just unnecessary. Man will never stop thrilling us. We miss you. I miss you too. 6 foot, 7 foot. Little squirrels. The squirrel. Oh no. This one. This is what I was talking about earlier when we were watching the lady on the bike. No. Oh dear. This one's a classic. I'm pretty sure you've all seen this one. Mentos in. Oh no! He put one of those mint candies inside the soda, which is carbonated, by the way, and
missed the top.
Oh, that is perfect. Yeah, all that pressure builds up as soon as it fizzes, and then they basically made themselves a bottle rocket. And the best part. Oh, right. That's a perfect moment. The best part was how it landed. Look at this. Just like it propelled itself just like that, like a missile. That part was perfect. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Okay, well, that is all the time we have left for Adrenaline Weekend. This was a very fun episode. I like this because we had a little bit of science at the end, so I had a little bit in. Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Do also check out my other videos, and remember, no matter what the situation is, even in the times of uncertainty and fear, there's always time for science. So, I'm Professor Copperstein. Hasta luego.